My name is Robby from Legends Boxing, and let's talk about uppercuts. So let's talk about the goal, kind of the purpose of these uppercuts. Uppercuts can serve as a lot of things, right? I can use them to break somebody's guard open, but it can also be a really, really awesome power shot when effectively set up. All right, but here at Legends, the first thing that we teach everybody, right, is to keep our hands up. We teach people to keep their hands on their chin, right? Protect your chin at all times. Okay? And one of the best ways that I can break down that defense is going to be with our uppercuts. So here at Legends, we throw that split style uppercut by default, which means that my thumb is facing me or it's turned just a little bit off to the side. All right. And the reason that we do that is because if I'm resting and this is my boxing stance here, or this is my high guard, I'm trying to split those elbows open, right? I'm trying to split those hands open and connect with the chin. So now that we've kind of talked about the intention behind that uppercut, let's talk a little bit more about targeting. Now this can be a little bit tricky on a person and on a heavy bag, but it's really important that we understand and we throw these punches with intentionality. Okay. So when I'm on a heavy bag, right, my targeting regions for the body, right, are going to be down to the solar plexus or up to the chin. Okay, I'm trying to target one of these two zones. So whenever I'm positioned in front of that heavy bag, I want to target the exact same spots, right? I want to hit my opponent right in the stomach or right up to the chin. But when we're on a heavy bag, right, my opponent doesn't have a chin. There's no chin on this heavy bag, okay? But fortunately for us, the way we generate power is exactly the same, whether you are throwing these to the body or to the head. I'm gonna build with my legs and come up into that shot. If that heavy bag wasn't there at the end of that uppercut, I'm coming right up to the chin, straight forward, splitting those hands open just like we talked about. Okay. So when we throw this down to the body, I'm trying to target the solar plexus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend in my knees just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to use that power from my legs and build straight up the front of that bag. Okay. I can throw this with my lead side, R5, or my trail side, R4 at Legends. Okay. So when I'm in that boxing stance, I bend and then I push that back hip forward for that 4. Okay. I want to turn into that just like I do with my cross. All right, so when I'm working that heavy bag, again, I'm gonna bend and straighten out on my way up, coming right up to the chest. Now, it's really important that when we're practicing these uppercuts, they're not thrown from down and up. I'm coming right off my chin as I throw this. So I'm in that boxing stance, come right off my chin, right back. I don't wanna come down and up, okay? I don't wanna leave myself open for all that long. So our heavy bag may not have a chin, but we also have Aqua Bags in a lot of our Legends gyms. So as we're working the heavy bag, right, and we wanna kind of build up some practice targeting up to the chin, we can come right over to one of these Aqua Bags, all right? When I have people working these Aqua Bags, I wanna make sure that we're still following the same power generation rules and still the same guard rules that we did when we were working the heavy bag, right? So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm starting with that bend in my legs, I'm straightening out, coming all the way through that motion, making sure my thumb is still facing me by default, right? Same thing for that 5, I'm coming right up the middle, straight forward. Okay? I don't want to leave my hands off of my face for too long, just like when we're working the heavy bag. It becomes a little bit more tempting when my target is up toward the chin for me to drop that hand and come up the center, but when I come off my face for too long, that can cause a lot of problems. I'm really exposed. So here we have one drill to kind of help out with some of that power generation from our legs with those uppercuts. And this is going to be our stool drill, okay? So I'm going to be using this stool kind of like you would for a box squat, right? With a box squat, I'm squatting down, touching that kind of stool, and then I'm coming right back up. Okay. When I'm using this to work on my uppercuts, it's the same idea. What I want to do is I want to be in my boxing stance right around that stool, and I'm going to touch down and come up the center as I do this, all right? This is making us engage our legs on our way up. So when you're practicing this drill, make sure that you're rotating up at the top of that motion for those uppercuts right up the center, okay? Keeping that opposite hand up on your face. Those are some tips for how we can improve our uppercuts. So if you guys have any more ideas, things that you want to see, let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.